Hello, you guys. It is Games for Days. I hope you liked my new intro. I literally just made it, and today I'm going to be explaining my opinion on the new Resident Evil During the Storm fan-made game. I am so happy and impressed with the Resident Evil community. Yet again, I thought they couldn't get any better and couldn't impress me anymore. More than I already have, that is. And well, they did it again with the new Resident Evil During the Storm fan build. It's just a beta at this moment, but you guys, for anyone who hasn't seen it or played it yet, spoiler warning, you might want to quit watching now. But to anyone who has seen it or played it, it is so freaking cool. You know, like you get to play as Kevin from Resident Evil Outbreak, but it's in Resident Evil 2. And basically it starts off, he's in his apartment and you can make choices. It's a lot of it's focused on choices and what you choose to do is how the story is affected. There's I believe there's four scenarios plus a secret one. There's five full endings to the game, well, the beta so far, and it is so cool, you guys. I am so happy that people are still working with Resident Evil 2, the original, and still screwing with it. I love it, and I hope Capcom doesn't make any effort to take this down because this is just some true love right here. That's all it is. Plain and simple, true love towards Resident Evil, and any Resident Evil fan would truly respect it, I believe. But as I was saying, I'll kind of give you guys a story for anyone who hasn't played it yet or seen it. So basically, the gist of it is you're playing as Kevin from Resident Evil Outbreak, which was a game released on PS2 in 2003 online Resident Evil. But his character basically gets fleshed out a lot more. You get home from a long day at work, and it's not shown, but in the beginning cutscene, it is said, and like you can hear it happen. Kevin ends up needing to shoot somebody that was doing wrong, and Kevin heavily regrets it and can't get it off of his mind. He is doubting himself heavily, seems to be depressed, um, and a little bit broke, it seems, as he doesn't have much food or anything, and his apartment's a mess. So it basically sends you on to the store, and you guys, the people who made this completely rebuilt the map, but not the RPD. They added a few things to the RPD. The RPD is just how they left it in Resident Evil 2, but they added a few rooms, and those rooms are the freaking bathrooms that us RE fans have been asking for years now, and they finally added it in the precinct of the police station, which is pretty cool. It's nothing too big, but it's there. They added a bunch of different areas to Raccoon City, like Kevin's apartment complex. You have to go from there to, well, the store to get more food because Kevin's out of food from his fridge. You end up going to the store. You go to pick up a TV dinner, and from then, after picking up the TV dinner, the store clerk gets distracted, and you can choose A to steal the TV dinner, or if I remember right, you can put it back. And if you take it, actually, a little girl actually sees you take it, and she steals the soda, not because you took it, but if you did take that TV dinner, you end up like you walk out of the store, and somebody asks you to chase her down into another store because she stole a drink, soda. So basically, you chase her down, you meet her, you see her, whatever, and she's like, "Yeah, I didn't steal, but I seen you steal. Yeah, blah blah blah," and a bunch of like not much comes of it. You just basically say, "Hey, shut up. no big deal. Just don't steal whatever. And there's also a freaking dog. There's a dog outside of your apartment you can pet. And the funny part is, if you showered, you get to pet it. If you didn't shower, when you go to pet the dog, it growls at you. It's so cool. Just simple things like that in this demo. Like, God, me as a heavy Resident Evil fan, I just wish so much Capcom would look back and just start going back to the old formula of like the old engine for Resident Evil. I know it's stupid for some newer fans, but like, and I don't mean to sound like a freaking old man or whatever, but I really like the older Resident Evils. I wish at least like once a year they'd go back and release more to Resident Evil 2, and I wish they'd also release Resident Evil 2, the original, on PS5 and 4. But back to what the story is about. So basically, all that happens. You see the little girl, you walk out, and then you decide to go to um, Jay's bar, which is pretty cool. It's the same one from Resident Evil 3, and you actually meet Jill in there and Elza Walker. And this is a vital choice you can make that literally changes the entirety of the story of this beta. You can choose to drink or not drink, and if you choose to drink, um, it'll cut to later on, and Kevin will be very, very, very drunk, and it will make your trip to the police station very difficult. You will stagger around as if you were in danger in Resident Evil 2. And this is, as I said, running on the original Resident Evil 2 engine. Um, just cool edits to the story. I mean, yeah, I love it. You literally play as Kevin. There's dialogue, not voiced. There's text, but there's dialogue and scenarios that happen and new items to pick up. But yeah, if you choose a drink, it basically makes your trip to the police station very difficult. And when you get there, Kevin just falls unconscious from being drunk, and you actually have to play as another police officer. I actually cannot remember his name at the moment. I remember he was actually a substitute for Leon in the old Resident Evil 2. He was Leon's friend in the Resident Evil 1.5, but that he never ended up getting added. But he's in this little demo fan project. He's there, and you can play as him. If you get drunk as Kevin and fall unconscious, Kevin gets taken into the police station. Basically, you make it, and then he falls unconscious. He gets taken into the police station, um, and that's when you switch characters. Or, and this is when it changes the story a lot. If you play as Kevin, like, and you don't get drunk, you make it to the police station. You still obviously have to fight zombies, but since you don't black out, you just walk to the police station, and the apocalypse doesn't completely start yet until you get to the police station. Rather, if you're drunk, you black out and then walk towards the police station, which a lot more time passed, so the apocalypse got worse. Well, you get to the police station. Um, if you're not drunk, you just play as Kevin. You can then make another choice to defend the parking lot or defend the front of the police station. And I honestly, quite frankly, think the parking lot scenario is more interesting because you have to go down into the basement where the dogs would normally be in Resident Evil 2 and where you meet Ada and Ben. You have to go down there. You go to the parking lot, like, and go through the garage that you can't normally go through in the normal game, and it takes you to that little area, like that area where you would need the lockpick in scenario B at the very beginning. It takes you to there, and you basically have to shoot a shit ton of zombies, um, with what's his name, the friend I was telling you about of Leon's in the 1.5, and then you go back, and on your way back, the power in the police station gets cut, and it like goes dark for a few seconds and comes back to light. But I think that is just such a cool little thing they added, and it just adds a little more difficulty. And then the hallways get flooded with zombies in the basement. You have to basically fight for your life while while the power keeps cutting on and off, so you basically can't see for a minute. It only lasts for like 5 seconds, but still. And there's like a zombie that is running, which makes it more difficult. But you were literally fighting for your life, and at that point in the beta, you don't have a lot of ammo because you used it all in the parking lot. So, and you can't just leave. You have to keep fighting, and that ends off the beta for that one. And if you do not, or if you do get drunk and you play as I think his name, I don't remember his name, dang it. I feel so stupid. I just don't remember the the canceled character's name at the moment. But basically, if you play as him, you can do the exact same things. It just basically makes it to where you play as him. That's how I remember. At least there might be a few differences. I just can't think of at the moment. Which is just so cool. And then the secret ending, which is just so I love this. And to the people who made it, if you are seeing this video, I just had to give my biggest thanks to you, seriously, for just adding these little details. It's the little things that matter so much. But there's a secret ending, and it you get back to your apartment at the very beginning of the beta, like Kevin normally does. But you pull out your gun and you shoot once, like you can normally. And basically, the neighbors are like, Was that a gunshot? Oh, it must be that crazy cop next door." Then you go to do it again, and Kevin's like, "No, I'm crazy. Why did I do that? Shouldn't do it." You go to do it again. He's like, "Why am I doing this? I shouldn't do it." You go to do it again. It actually lets you pull out your gun, and Kevin's like, "This is stupid." But then, if you shoot the gun, the neighbor's like, "Okay, that's it. I'm calling the police." And basically, like after that, it cuts to black. I swear to God, it cuts to black, and it cuts back, and Kevin's in the fucking cell in the basement of the police station, in the cell where where you meet Ben Bertolucci in the Resident Evil 2, and he's like, "I am so stupid. Why did I do that?" And then it just that's a secret ending. It just ends like that, and it's just to be continued. And that's just I can't say it enough. I just freaking love it so much. Thanks to the people who made it. Gotta love them. And to my fans who are not Resident Evil fans, I do appreciate you sticking around for these Resident Evil videos. I know they're probably not the most interesting, but yeah, that's the basic gist of what I think about Resident Evil Before the Storm. I am so glad it's out. I definitely encourage more people to do stuff like this. There's Resident Evil mods out there, but none, and I mean none, like this. And it's mods like this that just make me keep watching Resident Evil content, watching these Resident Evil YouTubers such as, and I gotta give my biggest shout outs to these few YouTubers I watch all the time who play Resident Evil. One is Ink Ribbon. Dude, you are freaking awesome. Every time I'm sitting there watching Ink Ribbon's videos, I literally can't help it. I'd sit there and I'm like, "Oh, dude, I agree." Like, because I do. Like, I agree, and I can relate to so many things this dude says. Like, if you like me from Resident Evil content, go watch Ink Ribbon. You will be like probably it'll probably make my channel look super. It definitely made my channel look super bad because this dude's all Resident Evil, but and he knows like everything. He's really cool. He's like from Japan or something. If I remember right, or no, he lived in Japan for a little bit, but he grew up in LA or something like that. But he's really cool. And my other one is Resident of Evil, dude. Oh my God, JJ from Resident of Evil. You are cool, dude. And if you're watching this video, that would be the coolest thing ever. But you're probably too cool for my videos. But yeah, I gotta give my shout outs to JJ because you will not believe how many of his videos I've watched, and I'm just like, oh my God, it made my day, just like Ink Ribbons. Those videos have made my freaking day so many times. Like you wouldn't believe it. If another channel that if you guys like me for Resident Evil content, go watch them, please. Uh, but they don't need the support because they've got so many subs. But I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And sorry for filling this up with shoutouts, but one last one. I can't remember the exact name of the channel, but I just know the guy's name is Alan. He can, yeah, he's cool. I like him. A lot of the YouTube, or well, he's even said it in a few of his streams, but a lot of the RE community isn't exactly doesn't agree with a lot of the shit. I don't know. I think he's all right when he streams. He's entertaining. But I guess he doesn't get along with some of the RA community. I don't know what that's about. Maybe I just misheard it. But I also really like his streams. I watch a lot of them because he plays through all the mods I've described, including Inkribbon and Residents of Evil. They've already covered the mod of During the Storm. If you guys would like to go find somebody who properly played through them, all scenarios, go and watch them because they've done it. Um, so yeah, you guys, that is my honest opinion on Resident Evil During the Storm. I 100% think you guys should go get it. I actually you can only get it on PC at the moment, but if this really does get super popular, I hope to God that the fans and the people who created this can work together to put this on console because I actually have not played it. I know. But I've been watching coverage of it since it came out because I can't play it. I don't have a good computer that will run it at the moment. I have a PS5 and a PS4 and all that stuff, but I do not have a good computer that can run these type of this type of stuff and stream it properly for you guys. So, yeah, I basically just watched every inch of that freaking fan creation because when I seen I think it was actually Alan, the Alan guy. I'm sure you guys who played or are Resident Evil fans know who I'm talking about. The Alan guy, I watched him play it, and I was like, oh my god, dude, that's so cool that somebody made this. Holy crap. So, yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you guys subscribing to me lately. 303 subscribers. Let's go. Thank you guys for the support. As I said, much appreciated. Like always, like a boss. Peace out, y'all. Peace out.